The Guyana Gold and Diamond Miners Association recently raised some concerns with the media, stating their disappointment with the government's move to grant land extension titles to indigenous people whenever they apply. The miners claim that those plots of land were never applied for by the Amerindians over the years. But when miners from the coastland developed the lands, the indigenous peoples would then apply for titles to claim those developed areas. The concerns expressed by the Ggdma have been rubbished by the Amerindian Peoples Association, while the government promised last week to look into the issue. Indigenous Peoples Affairs Minister Allicock addressed the miners' concerns on Wednesday.
Don't call it your work ground alone. Remember that it is homeland to a people who've always been there. How would they feel if the indigenous people are coming and interfering with their own homeland? So we have to look at it from that. It's just being fair.
The Ggdma argued that no part of Guyana belongs to one group of people and that while the indigenous peoples seek exclusive rights to lands in the interior, they also have the opportunity to develop lands on the coastland, which gives them two bites at the cherry. But Minister Allicock doesn't see things that way. He says he does not believe that the indigenous people's actions are prompted by greed.
The indigenous peoples were there all the time. It's just that they were not demarcated. And the lands that some areas are demarcated to was not the original intention, but that is what was given to them.
The way Minister Allicock views this situation is that miners are intruding on indigenous people's lands and not the other way around.
So the story is indigenous peoples have been always here and they shouldn't be treated in that way. What I don't see going back is to fix the destruction by these very miners that takes in a lot of illnesses, a lot of depression on the forest floors, and it affects other life forms.
The minister said that while miners are developing the indigenous communities, they are not doing so as they ought to. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.